And now, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Change of scenery, change of areas. I'm just gonna play my background because I'm in somebody else's house and I'm visiting, so that vlog is coming up very soon. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Mrs. Lotz. Yes, you can call me Mrs. Lotz. I'm in Ireland and I do content that affects me as an African living in Ireland. So that's how I describe myself. So anything at all that affects me in Ireland, and when I go home, I also make content. So today we're gonna talk about the shame of us going back home. Going back to Africa with nothing, with no achievement, no education, nothing. You've been here for so many years and you have nothing to show. As some of you might know, I've been here for almost over 15 years now. I came here as a student. Do I have that to show? I would say I have, and I would say I don't. Am I using my qualifications as a success? Yes, because I came here to study, basically. So I have achieved my whatever diploma, my degree, my education, whatever, what I wanted to do. But the focus now is, if maybe you have decided to go back home, are you still ashamed that you are going to be looked at as somebody who went home and achieved absolutely nothing? So I know it's a very sensitive topic because we have priorities. So anyway, let's just get into the topic. I was just watching a young lady, I think he's somewhere in Asia, so she said, and she was crying her eyes off that she feels disappointed. She's been in years in Asia. I think it might be Dubai or one of those countries, and she feels like she hasn't achieved what she wanted to achieve in life when she went abroad. So this is something that can be very psychologically play on our minds all the time. I see it with myself all the time. 2-3 years when I first arrived here, I was always on the go. I want to do this. I want to have my house done. I want to have my child in the best school. I want to go travel the world. I want to, nice holidays. Without realizing that you're putting yourself in a lot of pressure. And then again, what I've noticed among ourselves, there's a lot of competition. Like we will meet up and talk and reminisce and talk about stuff, and then we'll look back. What have you done home? What have your achievements are? That can be a bit unfair to some people. So I'm just here to just say to you, if you are not abroad and you're watching this, don't laugh at us, yo. We are struggling, and you know the reason why we are here. We cannot deny the fact that when you go back home, the pay is small, the lifestyle is different, a lot of things that are just not suitable. That's one of the reasons why we chose to be here. If things would change a little bit back home, I can guarantee a lot of us here and abroad, we would clearly go back home, no problem. So, but because now the currency and the money that we work in here for is more higher than where we are back home, it plays at an advantage. That's one of the reasons why we keep chasing that red race, chasing it to a point whereby you can feel exhausted, basically. So one of the things that will let you down is comparing yourself to other people. I personally preferred on my own pace, and I avoid sharing a lot because I realized that once I share, when I meet up with some friend, they will say, how is that? How are you getting on with that? How is your education? Those kind of things, they bring a lot of pressure on yourself, and then you overwork yourself. So you are there back home watching us here, and you think it all is nice and rosy. Maybe it is. It's lovely to visit. It opens up your mind to travel. It's just an incredible thing. But the reality of things is, when you shut down, when you look at the environment that you are in, it's new to you. It's everything that you're not used to, and it can start to affect you mentally. So, like most of the things that we say when you come here, I want to do this and that and this and that. I want to have a farm. I want to have a house. I want to have a car when I go home. And trust me, with the rent that we pay here, with the tax that we pay here, with the amount of money that we make here, it's not sustainable at the end of the day. So disappointments will be part of your journey when you get here. Just make sure that you know how to take it in and work on your goals. So don't take too much pressure, put too much pressure on yourself. Just relax. Okay, so one of the things that I'm just going to just say it out loud is going back and you are broke. You have no money. I did that like this last December because I was laid off and I went home for 8 weeks, and I felt the impact of just going home with no money. And I started to look back. What if I made these decisions to just stay home and I am broke? I have no house. I have nothing to show that I've been in Ireland for so many years. So that is quite sad because high expectations again. A lot of people are looking at you and said, so you have been abroad. Are you going to buy us drinks? Are you going to take us holidays? Are you going to do that for us? No. I am working as you are. Even better, I look back as some of my former colleagues where I used to work. They are doing way better than I do. And they had cars, they have houses, they have way better things than I do. And it's just life. You make what you make, and it's not everybody can make it. And so it's okay if you want to go back home because it might work out fine for you. But the shame of being shamed of going back with nothing is what is keeping us here for too long. It is what keeping us here for years without even going for holidays home, because first of all, the tickets are very expensive, and the lifestyle when you get there and spending money, people are looking at you like, can you give us money? So, things like that. So it is very shameful to just pack up your bags and go. But if it has to be done, it has to be done. So, okay, just to clarify one of few things that I discussed on that video, I have no intentions of going back home because I already have family here. Just in case my husband is watching this, is like, girl, are you thinking of? No, I'm not. So you're stuck with me. So anyway, yeah, I have no, I do go back home and stay for 4-6 weeks, and then come back and visit and vice versa. And, my family can come here and visit me as well. But I'm just discussing things that I have observed, that I've realized. Just maybe before I got married was one of the things on my mind, retirement back home, and healthcare back home, insurance back home. Now my mindset has changed because now I live here. I'm just discussing this topic in general, and thinking about people who wants to go back home. There's no harm. Africa is great. Africa has lots of opportunities that we unfortunately don't see until we get here, and that's the reality of things, right? Yeah. So anyway, peace out.
We talk on the phone.